$500 fine, $50 per month cost of supervision, intend to complete first offender DUI school, victim impact panel, complete 50 hours community service work, which may be bought out at the statutory rate, vehicle impound for 10 days, driver's license suspension for 6 months, fingerprints to be provided as a condition of probation. Court has no objection to hardship business purpose licenses if eligible to run concurrent with count 2. And count 4 is 11 months, 29 days probation, run concurrent with count 2 and 3, adjudicated guilty all counts.
Thank you,
Is that
Judge.
it?
That's all I
Thank
have.
Okay. Mike Flowers.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning.
Judge, the first matter I have before you is Aubrey Flood. She's present, Judge.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. I haven't had the chance to speak with the victim in this case. I know Mr. Flowers generously left the PTI offer open.
It's a DPA, actually.
Oh, DPA.
Yeah, that doesn't happen often. You need to take advantage
I
of that.
believe we can resolve this case. I just need it's a little bit extra time to speak with the victim.
What about
He's here.
I
I know you're busy.
I know.
I know.
September, the next date I have is September 26th?
I would be fine with that.
Is that okay?
That'll be okay, Your Honor.
I don't have,
We believe it'll be resolved this week. We really do.
And obviously, we can do this. If I have the chance to speak before, we can set it for even Thursday, maybe?
Judge, in the event we have a resolution, could we come back Thursday and make that
yeah,
announcement?
September 7th,
We'll make that effort.
right?
Yes, that's fine.
Yeah, today's Tuesday.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah. Okay, September 7th then.
Thank you, Judge.
So that's not going to trial then? Okay.
It is, no, sir.
All right, next case.
That won't go to, Mr. Tony was just here. He's gone down to see another judge. He has one client, Mr. Dortch, and Mr. Dortch is present, Judge.
Okay.
Mr. Tony, on behalf of Mr. Dortch, was seeking a continuance based on he hasn't completed discovery, and I told the state, I don't know the state's position, but I told Mr. Tony I would stand in with Mr. Dortch today.
That's fine, Your Honor. I don't object.
How about, October 30th pretrial?
That's fine.
Okay, October 30th, sir. Thank you.
Judge, thank you. That's all I have. Judge, may I approach?
Yes. Mr. Dees?
Morning, Your Honor.
Morning.
Charles Debts, 22 CF 1243. Filed a notice of appearance on the 1st. Was hoping to substitute in. I believe Ms. Flowers currently represents Mr. Debts, who's present. I would just move to continue a cycle, Judge.
There's no objection, Your Honor.
Okay, October 30th. Y'all get these cases resolved, move them on up, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Judge. We'll do it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Brad Stewart.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the Court, Your Honor, Brad Stewart present. My first client is John Harvard. Mr. Harvard is incarcerated. For the record, it's 22 CF 1810.
Okay.
All good. Your Honor, at this time, Mr. Harvard is prepared to tender a plea of no contest. I do have a plea and sentencing agreement. Judge, may I approach?
Yes. Morning, Mr. Harvard.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah,
How
let
you
me
doing?
find it. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, this is State of Florida versus John Russell Harvard, 22 CF 1810. All right,
You dismiss? Oh, for that, yeah, sorry. But
Your Honor, would you like me to announce?
I think I got it
Very
here.
good.
All right, Mr. Harvard, would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for this court's the truth, so help you God? You want to enter a no contest plea to count 1, aggravated assault with deadly weapon, a third-degree felony, count 2, carrying concealed weapon, a second-degree misdemeanor, and count 4, possession of firearm by a convicted felon, constructive possession, a second-degree felony, and count 3, possession of firearm during the commission of felony will be dismissed by the state, correct?
That was previously dismissed, Your Honor.
Oh, it's been dismissed?
Yes, Your
Okay,
Honor.
thank you. So that's, that's what you would like to do, is it correct, Mr. Harvard? Okay. Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form? You have to answer out loud for our
Yes, sir.
record. Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes, sir.
Anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or
No, sir.
drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir.
Are you happy with the work Mr. Stewart's done for you on your case?
Very pleased, sir.
Okay. Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. Judge you guilty on count 1, 2, and 4. Sentence you to 60 months standard reporting probation.
That's the clerk.
$867 court cost. No contact with Alicia
Meredith.
Meredith.
Yes, sir.
Is it also Rhonda and Brandy Hilliard also?
Ronald and Brandy Hilliard, yes, sir.
Okay. No trespass at Brummeyer's Convenience Store. Defendant, you will no longer reside at 5441 Spruce Lane, Crestview, Florida. You'll have a curfew from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., which must not be, you must not be out between the hours of 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. as part of that probation curfew. And you may travel out of the county and state for medical appointments, and the court will waive cost of supervision.
Your Honor, I'm sorry. You did verify that he can travel out of county and state for medical appointments?
Yeah, just said
Very
that.
good. Thank you, Judge.
Yeah, you can travel out of county and state for medical appointments.
Apologize. My client was talking to me, Judge. Thank you.
It's all right, yeah. And it'll waive cost of supervision. Anything else?
no, Your Honor, I'm gonna correct the score sheet and then file it.
Okay, thank you.
Also show account 5.
Is there a count 5, a battery misdemeanor?
Yes, count 5 is a battery, Judge. If we could just do time served on that.
That would be fine.
Since him the time served on the battery.
And Your Honor, on the curfew, if for some reason, or if he has to travel out of state and he has to stay overnight.
Yeah, that's fine.
Curfew, we can adjust it.
Yes,
Probation can adjust the curfew. Is
Yeah.
that correct? Okay.
yes.
thank you.
Your Honor, my next client is Mr. Samuel Height. This is 22 CF 241. Mr. Height is present for the court and approaching.
All right, thank you. Morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I do have an executed plea and sentencing agreement, if I may approach.
Yes.
The score sheet is with this for the record. This time, Mr. Height is prepared to tender a plea of no contest to counts 1 through 18, Judge, and counts 19 through 33 shall be dismissed in accordance with the agreement. This is an open plea to the court. Judge, there's a cap of 30 years, Department of Corrections, no cap regarding supervision. We do believe this case needs a PSI, so we'll request a PSI be done in a separate sentencing date. 90 days out, we also have an expert on this, Judge, so I think it's most appropriate that we request 90 days.
Your Honor, that is the state's agreement. I'm Christine Voss on behalf of Ms. Sarah Berrickman. We do announce formally a null pros on counts 19 through 33 in return for the plea on counts 1 through 18.
All right, this is State of Florida versus Samuel Height, 2022 CF 241. Mr. Height, would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for is course of truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
You want to enter a no contest plea to counts one, let's see, count 1 through 3 is different than counts 4 through
Yeah, Judge,
18, correct? Yes.
correct.
Okay.
He's entering a plea 1 through 18, Judge.
All right. But count 1 through 3 is a third-degree felony. Count 4
Correct.
through 18 is second-degree felony.
That's correct,
All
Judge.
right. So you understand that, Mr. Height? Did you read and sign his plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, Your Honor.
Or you understand the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced you or threatened you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, Your Honor.
Are you happy with the work Mr. Stewart's done for you on your case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. Order a PSI. Put a sentencing date of, what about October 26th, miscellaneous? How about that? Mr. Barry, you got time to get a PSI done on that?
Is that 10/26, is that what you said, Your Honor?
October 26th, yes.
That'd be fine.
All right. October 26th was set for sentencing. PSI ordered.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Brad, just have him sit.
Here's, Mr. Stewart, would you, Miss, Stephen, how about handing this? There's some private attorneys came in. I can't see them all.
Judge, this is the score sheet for Mr. Harvard, if I can go back on that. It does appear to be accurate.
There's an attorney sign-up sheet there. All right, this is Mr. Roca, is that
Yes, Your Honor. My next
Okay.
client on the court's docket is Anthony Roca. Judge, this is 21 CF 3271. Judge, can we approach?
All right.
$306-2667.
Hello, this is Chris Norman at Bulldog Bail Bonds. Our office is in Crestview, Florida, but we service 7 Northwest Florida counties. If you ever find yourself in a jam, please give us a call. We're here to help you out.
For more than 70 years, the sweet aroma of the Crestview Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs has permeated the downtown area. If you have not experienced the unique flavor of Crestview's Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs, then I encourage you to join us for lunch. Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m., Friday from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m., and Saturday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. We're located in historic downtown Crestview at 107 North Main Street. Call 850-683-1045. Dave's Tire Pros makes buying tires simpler. They offer a straightforward approach to tire and auto service that includes nationwide warranties, a hassle-free experience, and a great selection of Michelin tires. No matter what you drive or where you have driven, Michelin has a tire to fit any need. Visit our store in Crestview or online at daystirepros.com. Tire Pros love the drive.
Hey, I'm David at Family Vision of Crestview. We've been providing excellent optical service for Northwest Florida for over 34 years. Come in and let us take care of you.
This is Tiffany Woodham, State Farm's newest agent in Crestview. I'd like to personally invite you to stop by my office for a no-cost policy review. Let me help you start saving today. Call in, walk in, or click in at yourcrestview.agent.com.
Check out the soaps, bath bombs, and other bath and body products, all made by hand with natural ingredients at Hub City Soapery. Visit us at 1092 North Verdon Boulevard in Crestview or shop online at hubcitysoapery.com. Hub City Soapery.
CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer since 1999. We're state licensed and insured, family owned and operated with 24 years of local service. We specialize.
At this time, as it relates to Mr. Roca, for the record 21 CF 3271, we would ask the court to continue this case to next cycle. We anticipate trying it at that point.
And it does, but for the record, Your Honor, is over the state's objection.
I understand. Mr. Stewart had unexpected emergency that came up, and so the court is going to allow this continuance. We'll set him for October, we'll set to Mr. Roca for October 30th, and please try to get ready for trial in November.
We'll be ready, Judge. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Your Honor, that's all I have. May I be excused?
Yes.
Thank you.
Your Honor, before we proceed to the next attorney, Mr. Rivera is here unrepresented. He has asked if I would approach the court on his behalf and ask if we could take his case. He's having some medical issues.
All right.
Mr. Rivera is here on case number 22 CF 1222 and case number 221214. And we have filed a motion limine that is currently set for 9/26.
All right, Mr. Rivera, have you still decided not to have an attorney? Are you wanting to go to trial this
September
month?
26th, yes, Your Honor.
Well, I really need to do a Feretta hearing.
And, Your Honor, we won't be able to proceed to trial in this cycle because the motion limine hearing, which needs to be heard before the trial, is set for after the trial. So we would have to go into the next cycle.
All right, we'll have to continue your case, Mr. Rivera, because I've got to do a hearing called a Feretta hearing, and then there's
Sure.
also has got some motion in limine
I understand.
set, and
But I'll do
whatever your health problem is, you work on that. So, and I really urge you to get a lawyer, okay?
and I also made a motion due to disability at least to move on the docket. That way I'm not spending so much time sitting on the bench that is causing my
Okay,
disability to increase.
Well, you don't have to come back to, when is the limine
The
hearing?
hearing is on 9/26, Your Honor, and I believe it's probably on the afternoon. Mr. Rivera should have
1:30.
received notice.
Okay, September 26th.
I'll be here at 1:30. Your
Okay,
Honor.
thank you. Take care of yourself and get a lawyer, okay? So he will not be going to trial this time?
That's correct, Your Honor.
I think I was, Mr. Hardy?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor, my first case is Tim Holt, 23 CF 221, and we're set for a bond hearing already on Mr. Holt's case on the 26th. I'd ask
You
you just...
saying H-O-L-T? Holt?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd ask you to just continue this today. I anticipate the filing of another motion as well.
Till when?
He's already set on 9/26.
All right.
So I want to leave it on there.
Ms. Leon,
That's fine, Your Honor.
September 26th, thank you.
Your Honor, I've also got Philip Merritt, but I want to pass that case, talk with him just for another few minutes.
Ms. Dudley? Can y'all hear me in the back, the very back? Thank you. All right, Ms. Dudley?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have Connor Prince in 22 CF 457, 22 CF 927, 22 CF 3133, and 22 CF 3134. If I may approach, I have a plea and score sheet.
Thank you. All right, you are Connor Prince. Are you?
Yes, sir.
Would you please raise your right hand? Be sworn. You swear the testimony you give before this court's the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, this is 22 CF 457, 22 CF 927, 22 CF 3133, 22 CF 3134. You want to admit that you violated probation and also enter a no contest plea to fleeing. Let's see, let me make sure. Is it to fleeing and attempting to elude second-degree felony, Ms. Dudley?
Yes, sir.
And also possession of marijuana over 20 grams, a third-degree felony. So you want to enter a no contest plea and an admission to those charges, correct?
Yes, sir.
Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of all the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you or threatened you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir.
Are you happy with the work Ms. Dudley's done for you on your case?
Yes, sir.
Court finds the plea and admissions freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. On 22 CF 457 and 22 CF 927, you're adjudicated guilty on both. $100 VOP fee per case. You're sentenced to 12.1 months Department of Corrections with credit for time served, all cost of judgment, and the court's going to revoke and terminate probation. In 22 CF 3133 and 22 CF 3134, you're adjudicated guilty, $515 court costs per case, 12.1 months Department of Corrections with credit for time served, all cost of judgment, 1-year driver license suspension in 22 CF 3133, all cases and all counts, all charges to run concurrent. Adjudicated guilty on all. Is that it, Ms.
Yes, sir,
Dudley?
that's it.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Randy Catalinic.
Thank you, Judge. Hi, Judge. I have two cases on the docket today. I'd like to do Shannon Jordan first.
Okay.
Case number 22 CF 3050. May I approach?
Yes.
It's a PTI.
Push that button. All right, this is 22 CF 3050, State of Florida versus Shannon Jordan. You are Miss Jordan, Shannon Jordan?
Yes, Your Honor.
You want to enter a, now she'd be entering a plea to,
It's to a PTI, Your Honor.
okay, if she doesn't complete the PTI, then she'd come back for sentencing, is that correct?
Correct, yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
You want to enter a no contest plea, but complete the pretrial intervention program.
Yes, Your Honor.
And if you do the PTI program and there's no violation, the state will dismiss the charges, and you're going to pay restitution to Department of Children and Families in amount of $10,594.77 during the period of the PTI. You're going to sign a disqualification letter from assistance for a period of 12 months. Pay court costs and statutory fees which are listed in the PTI agreement. So those things you understand you want to do in exchange for having the charges dropped once you do those things, correct?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Would you raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for this court is true, so help you God?
So help me God.
Did you read and sign the plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, Your Honor.
And this is regarding a welfare fraud case, failure to disclose change of circumstances. And so you want to enter a no contest plea to that. Is that correct, Mr. Catalini?
Yes, sir.
And you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, Your Honor.
You aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, Your Honor.
Are you happy with the work Mr. Catalanick's done for you?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. She will enter, withholds adjudication, enter the PTI program. Once she completes it successfully, then the charges will be dismissed. Correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Anything further I need to do on
No.
this? Okay, thank you.
Your Honor,
Thank
we
you.
request a surcharge on that restitution be deleted, be waived. I'm sorry.
All right, the court will waive the surcharge.
Thank you. If I can get that, I can send her to the office. Thank you, and as soon as she signs it, we'll turn around and file it back with us.
All right.
Well.
She signed it, I think.
We don't have a PTI agreement. That's what I'm saying. You have to get us a PTI agreement to make this work.
Can we send it to you today? To
Yeah,
your
can we do a
office?
follow-up?
All right,
We'll
fine.
do it today, Judge.
Yeah, just send the paperwork they need,
Yes, yes, sir.
probation needs.
Yes. Okay.
She starts when she comes into the office with the agreement.
Okay.
All right, I think the clerk probably needs that then, don't they?
Yes, sir, I don't need this.
Yeah, just recite it on the PTI form for the probation.
Get it taken care of, sir.
Thank you.
Your Honor, the next case that I have is Mr. Matthew Wagner, case number 23 CF 191. Mr. Wagner. Your Honor, this will be a plea of no contest to two misdemeanor counts, contributing to the delinquency of a minor with the following understanding and terms and conditions. There will be a withhold of adjudication on both counts. There will be 1 year of probation on each count to run consecutively for 2 years. Anger management, mental health evaluation, and any treatment deemed necessary. No corporal punishment. And again, Your Honor, it's a withhold of adjudication. May I approach?
Yes.
And that is the state's agreement, Your Honor.
All right. All right, you are Matthew Wagner?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for this court is true, so help you God? This is State of Florida versus Matthew Wagner, 23 CF 191. You want to enter a no contest plea to contributing delinquency of minor, a misdemeanor, first degree, and is it 2 counts of the same thing?
2 counts, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Another contributing delinquency of minor, a first degree misdemeanor also. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, sir.
Anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir.
Are you happy with the work Mr. Catalanick's done for you?
Yes, sir.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it, withholds adjudication on both counts, 1 year probation on each count consecutive for 2 years. Take anger management or mental health
Evaluation, Your Honor.
evaluation and complete any recommended treatment. And no, no corporal punishment. And adjudication's withheld on both counts. Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Thank
Your
you.
Honor, court costs. The court didn't, I don't know what the court costs are. Mr. Wagner wants to know that for a misdemeanor. One case.
Standard, poses standard court costs. You got 2 years to pay it.
You have 2 years. I don't think that the court knows.
I think it's
what
500.
standard.
Get them from Madam Clerk, you.
500,
270 or 305.
270 per count.
270 per case.
I'm not sure.
That's
Just
fine.
the clerk will
Okay.
tell you.
All right,
It's
all right.
not, it's a couple hundred
It's
bucks.
negligible?
Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
And Your Honor, we will request the supervision fees be waived.
Yes. All right, Mr. Powell.
Morning, Judge.
Morning.
Michael Parks, Judge.
Parks.
He's present. It's 23 CF 621C. Be Michael.
Parks, okay.
Judge, we were offered a pretrial diversion by the state. We're not able to accept it based on the fact that it makes us be guilty.
It's the least they could do.
So we'd like a continuance of the case.
And the PTI is formally withdrawn, Your Honor. No objection to the continuance.
October 30th.
Thank you, Judge, that's all.
All right,
I
thank
got
you.
one more case.
Next.
Next case is Jessica Taylor. There's a waiver on file 23 CF 140C. We'd like to continue that case, Judge. No objection from the state.
October 30th.
No objection.
That's all I have, Judge. Thanks. Good to see you.
This is felony court. If you're here for an arraignment, you were arrested for a misdemeanor. Judge Ward is down the hall in courtroom A. So if this doesn't look familiar, this is the first time you've appeared since being arrested, aside from first appearance, then you're in the wrong place. You should be down the hall in courtroom A. This is felony court here.
Miss Flowers,
Yes, sir.
come on up.
Morning, Judge.
Morning.
I have Christopher Dowden.
Mr. Dowden,
Your Honor, we had put on today for a status on pretrial on the 28th. He was taken in on a warrant, but I do see that he bonded out. I've had no contact.
Your Honor, I'd ask for a capias.
you've had no contact with him, no bond capias pending first appearance.
I have out of custody one more. I have Miss Sonia Watts.
Watts?
Watts, yes.
Okay.
She's present and approaching in 23 CF 678. I thought we had a plea worked out. She gave me some additional details this morning that I want to get to the state. I'm asking for a one last continuance.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. If you get it worked out, please move it up.
That's our plan. Thank you.
October 30th.
That's Estep, yes. I have Jeremy Austin Estep, 23 CF 685. And he should have one other case. Is that the only one that's on today's docket? 978 as well? Okay. And Your Honor, there was a confidential comp eval that was filed, and the state has stipulated to sharing that, and it's been provided to the court in the state, and that found him incompetent to proceed in suggesting or recommending he be committed to the Department of Children and Families for competency restoration.
I've read that, and the court agrees, and will commit him to the Department of Children and Family Services to have competency restored.
Thank you, Your Honor. And state stipulates to the report?
Yes.
Okay.
The state does.
I've read it, and Department of Children and Family Services to competency restored. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Gabriel?
Your Honor, this is Anthony Michael Gabriel, 20 CF 2880. He, 21 CF 1861 and 21 CF 2022. And the 21 CF 2022, we're set for trial. And Ms. Glisson and I were discussing days for trial. We're prepared for trial.
State's ready, Your Honor.
All right. Which number did you want to go to trial on?
It's going to be the 2022 case, 21 CF 2022. And then also, there is a pending violation of probation. Defense counsel and I have stipulated, if the court's agreeable, to just hearing the violation of probation during the course of the trial.
All right. So I've got 20 CF 2880, 21 CF 1861, and 21 CF 2022, so they're all going to trial, correct?
Not 21 CF 1861, that driving while license suspended. We're just going to leave that behind for now. We're going to hear the VOP 20 CF 2880 during the course of the jury trial, which is 21 CF 2022 for the jury trial.
Okay, how many days?
2 days, Your Honor.
2?
Yes, sir.
We're going to pick a jury and go, so one day and then the next day?
Yes, sir. And the state's witnesses are available the first week. They're not available.
Flowers. Okay, we're setting for jury selection September 11th. Get those jury instructions, the latest information to me that's been filed, and the jury instructions I need are the preliminary, not the voir dire jury instructions. I mean, I do that, but the preliminary jury instructions, the latest information, and a verdict form. And then we'll get the final jury instructions when we get to trial. Okay, so get that to me by I'll say Thursday. Should be not that big a deal on a jury instructions. Thursday by noon.
And Your Honor, for witness scheduling purposes, would it be okay if we plan on picking the jury Monday morning, and then Monday afternoon we'll go through the jury instructions and the motion in limines and anything that needs to be put on the record, and then the state to have the witnesses here ready to testify Tuesday morning at 9?
That's fine with an objection.
Okay, that's fine. September 11th, 2-day trial. You got civilian outfit for Mr. Gabriel?
Sorry?
You have a civilian outfit for Mr. Gabriel?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
May we approach briefly?
In shingles and metal, re-roofs, repairs, and leak specialists. For all of your roofing needs, call us today or visit our website at cqroofing.com. CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer.
Hi, I'm Amanda Gaskin with Briar Patch Realty. Helping qualified heroes save money is my passion. When I help a hero buy or sell a home, they receive a check from Homes for Heroes. Check out amandasheroes.com for more information.
Hi, I'm Michael Gilbert, defense attorney with Warrior Law. I represent those accused in Santa Rosa, Okaloosa, and Walton County. If you or anyone you know has been accused of a crime, give us a call. We can help.
Back Home Bakery Cafe is 2 blocks from the courthouse on Crestviews historic Main Street. We serve handmade pastries, espresso, and lunch items, and we're open Tuesday to Saturday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., serving lunch from 11 to 2. We hope to see you soon.
Bad Boys Juicy Beef and Tasty Bird is located at 482 North Wilston Street in historic downtown Crestview, just 1 block from the courthouse. We open at 10 a.m. with amazing lunch specials until 2 p.m., serving incredible burgers, wings, sandwiches, and appetizers. Join us for happy hour Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Hope to see you soon.
Hi, I'm Wanda Roberts. For the last 20 years, I've been helping the residents of Northwest Florida buy and sell their properties. My office is just 1 block south of the courthouse in historic downtown Crestview. Give us a call at 850-398-5389.
Alex Barthay from the UPS store once again, and I wanted to let you know about our Sunday hours. We're open now 7 days a week. Normal hours that you've been expecting, but now we're open Saturday 10 to 4, Sunday 10 to 3, and it's both our Crestview, Fort Walton Beach, and Eglin Air Force Base locations. So you have things to do, go and do it. Just know the UPS store is going to be here. Again, Sundays 10 until 3 p.m.
Hello, I am Bonnie from Body Be Healthy here in Crestview. We have been serving the area since 1999. We're an alternative health food store. If you're interested in bettering your health, we'd like to invite you to stop by. We're located in Court Plaza. Stop by and let us help you be healthy.
Congratulations, Crestview's very own Dixie Dan Powell of Powell
Thank you,
Entry
Mr.
Law.
Gabriel. Trial Monday. Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, this is Christy Hawley and 21 CF 3096 and 23 CF 1405. We have a Keaton evaluation pending, so we're asking for a continuance. to get
No
that done.
objection for the
Okay,
evaluation?
October 30th. Thank you.
It'll be October 30th. I was going to ask you. Uh-huh. And that's all I have.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Rivers?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, I have Devin Robbins, 21 CF 2891. Mr. Robbins is present and approaching.
Okay.
Your
Where
Honor.
he is on the docket.
I'm sorry? It would be number 56 on my docket.
All right.
And Your Honor, we are ready. We are set for trial. I believe the state is not, though.
Your Honor, yes, the state's asking to continue this to the next cycle, Your Honor.
All right, any objection to that? October 30th, thank you. Y'all can get this worked out, get it moved up.
Your Honor, may I go with my client that we passed on? Philip Merritt. Your Honor, he's present. Ryan Hardy with Philip Merritt. And Your Honor, in talking with the state, we're close to making a deal. We'd asked to set this on September 26th. I think we'll have a plea worked out by then.
September 26th, thank you, sir.
Your Honor, I have one more case, Brandon Pursley. Your Honor, this is 23 CF 1244. He got a failure to appear for pretrial conference. Your Honor, he was here. I talked to him. I think somehow in calling his dad's case, it got confused with two Pursleys, and he left when I left. I'm representing him now. I'm taking over this case. I'm going to ask the court to withdraw his failure to appear.
Well, I'll withdraw the capias. Was there a capias issue?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll withdraw that. Failure to appear, I think, is a separate deal for the state, but I'll withdraw the capias.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay?
We'd ask to just set him on the next docket.
October 30th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
That's all I have.
Thank you, sir. What's his name? Pursley?
Brandon Pursley.
Mr. Pursley, it's not good to wear a T-shirt that says outlaw on it when you come to court.
Oh, Your Honor, that's his business.
Still,
I agree.
like wearing a T-shirt that says I'm guilty. All right, Miss Rivers?
That was all of her cases,
Oh,
Judge.
that was it? Mr. Williams?
Yes, sir. Judge Cassandra Novinski.
Okay, Cassandra Novinski.
Okay.
Judge, this is going to be a negotiated plea. You have a score sheet?
You're Sandra Novinski. Would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for this court's the truth, so help you God?
Thank you. just going to be 12 months drug offender probation with the usual.
All right, this is 23 CF 703, State of Florida versus Cassandra Novinski. She entering a plea to all 3 counts.
That's correct, Judge. The 2 misdemeanors will be adjudication and time served.
All right, Ms. Novinski, you want to enter a no contest plea to the charge of possession and controlled substance, a 3rd-degree felony, and possession of less than 20 grams of marijuana, a 1st-degree misdemeanor, and possession of paraphernalia, a 1st-degree misdemeanor, correct? Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form? Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea? Anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea? Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today? Are you happy with the work Mr. Williams has done for you on your case? Court finds, excuse me, court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. Judge you guilty, all 3 counts. On sentences you on the felony to 12 months drug offender probation. Have a substance abuse evaluation and complete any recommended treatment, no alcohol or controlled substance while on probation without a prescription, no associating with any drug users. So if you see someone that looks like a drug user to you at the store, turn around and go down a different aisle. 25 hours community service work, which I'll let you buy out. 15 hours, $515 costs. $100 cost of prosecution, $50 PD app fee, $100 PD fee. And on 2 misdemeanors, you're sentenced to time served. Anything else?
No, Your Honor. I'm sorry, was there something else that you wanted? Okay.
Waiver of presence supervision, waived, Your Honor.
Waived.
Thanks.
Judge Brianna Henderson. Judge, this is back before the court on my error. I did not note the front of the file that we had filed a waiver of her appearance. The court wanted her set for today. We had her in docket day last week.
And she didn't show up or something? Or?
That's correct, Judge. We had waived her appearance, and I did not have that noted on the file where I saw
I'll
it.
withdraw the capias on that and set you for October 30th, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Sorry for the confusion.
Next.
Judge, those are the only 2 that I have that are out. I also have Dino Jackson and Dusty Mobley that are incarcerated.
I have others out if I could.
Oh, you want to call your, go ahead.
If I could call my out of custody judge.
All right.
Judge, my first client out of custody is Miranda Ballantyne. Your Honor, Ms. Ballantyne is present, 22 CF 1807. We are very close to resolving this one. If we could just set this for Thursday, she should be able to meet with me tomorrow morning. I think we can get it resolved Thursday.
September 7th. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Ma'am.
Next, Your Honor, I have Ms. Bobby Booker. Your Honor, Ms. Booker is also present. She is approaching. This is 23 CF 185, 23 CF 388. We're also very close to resolving her case. If I could set her for Thursday as well.
September 7th. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Your call, okay. Next, Judge, I have Mr. Brandon Burdett. Your Honor, Mr. Burdett is present and approaching. This is 22 CF 2160. We have reached an agreement with the state, if I may approach.
All right. All right, you're Brandon Burdett?
Yes, sir.
Would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give before this court's the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
This is 22 CF 2160, State of Florida versus Brandon Burdett. You want to enter a no contest plea to a lesser included offense of reckless driving, and the state's going to dismiss count 1, possession of a controlled substance, correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay.
Correct, Judge.
Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes, sir.
Anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir.
Are you happy with the work Mr. Gibbs has done for you on your case?
Yes, sir.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. Count 1 states announced null pros. Count 2, it's lesser included offense, reckless driving. You're sentenced to 12 months probation. Standard court costs, $100 PD fee. What's BD?
Basic driver improvement course, Judge.
Take a basic driver improvement course. Automatic early termination upon completion of all requirements.
And Judge, we'd also request the cost of supervision be waived.
No, Judge.
And that will be waived. Cost of supervision is waived and adjudicated guilty.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Just meet with
And he did say that.
Yes. Yeah, and that was early termination as well, Judge.
Yeah.
Thank you, Judge. Next, Your Honor, I have Mr. Ronald Collins. Judge, he is present in 22 CF 2265, 22 CF 2266. We're also very close to resolving Mr. Collins' cases. We'd like to set him for Thursday as well.
September 7th.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, give me a call. Next, Judge, I have Mr. Dante Corey. Your Honor, Mr. Corey is present and approaching. We have reached an agreement with the state, if I may approach.
Okay. All right, this is State of Florida versus Dante Corey, 23 CF 16. Mr. Corey, would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for this court's the truth, so help you God? Okay. The state is going to dismiss count 1, null pros count 1, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Corey, you're going to enter a plea to a misdemeanor, resisting without violence, a lesser included offense. You understand that? Okay.
Just leave that open.
I do.
All right. Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, sir.
You aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes, sir.
Anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir.
Are you happy with the work Mr. Gibbs has done for you on your case?
Yes, sir.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it, sentences you to 11 months, 29 days probation, $50 cost of prosecution, $220 court cost, $100 PD fee. And once you, I guess when he pays those, is it early termination, once he pays all these fees, is that correct?
That's the agreement, Judge.
All right, as soon as you get these things paid, your probation's terminated.
All right, thank you.
We'd also
Okay.
request to waive cost of supervision, Judge,
Yeah,
since he's
waive
been
it.
found indigent.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Just have a seat, over probation. Judge, next I have Mr. Javon Davis. Your Honor, Mr. Davis is present and approaching. This is 23 CF 1132. We have reached an agreement, if I may approach.
All right. All right, this is 23 CF 1132, State of Florida versus Javon Davis. Mr. Davis, would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for this court's the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
And you want to enter a no contest plea to the lesser included offense of petty theft of misdemeanor, correct?
Yes, sir.
Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, sir.
You aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes, sir.
Anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
You under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevents you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir.
Are you happy with the work Mr. Gibbs has done for you on your case?
Yes, sir.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it, sentences you to time served. Adjudicated guilty, $50 cost of prosecution, $220 court cost, $100 PD fee. It's due within 180 days. Otherwise, it'll go to collections. So, no probation. Just get these things paid, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
Judge. They just need to get your fingerprints.
Your Honor, can we recall Brandon Burdette?
All right.
He just advised us that he got 12 months probation just now. He advised us that he works out of town, out of state.
Okay.
We request the court give him permission to travel out of state for work purposes.
There's no
Okay,
objection.
that's fine. You can travel out of state. Check with Mr. Burdette, check with probate. Tell him when you're doing it.
We'll tell him what to do. It's just easier if we have it on the court order. We don't have
Okay.
to go through any more hoops. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Russell?
Judge, I have a couple out of custody. Larry Miller. Mr. Miller is present and approaching. This is number 59 on your docket, 20 CF 2060. On Mr. Miller's case, Judge, the state added a witness Friday. I'm guessing it's the Williams Rule witness, so we're going to need time to depose her. So this time we're going to ask for a continuance to the October 30th pretrial conference.
And the state certainly has no objection, Your Honor.
October 30th. Thank you, sir.
And we'll make ourselves available, Mr. Russell.
Okay. And then my other out-of-custody client, Judge, is Robert Strauss. Mr. Strauss is number 60 on the docket, 21 at CF 247. He's present and approaching. Mr. Strauss's case, Judge, defense is ready for trial. Our preference is first week based on talking to my witnesses, but in talking to the state, their preference is second week. I didn't know if you wanted to deal with that today, or Mr. Strauss is out of custody if you wanted to just continue it.
The state would have no objection to continuing it, Your Honor.
All right, October 30th, see if you can get it resolved.
Thank you, Judge. Okay, we'll see you later. That's all my out of custody, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Keach? You got some out of custody?
Judge, I have one out of custody. For the record, Jeremy Keach. State of Jessica Fickett. May Miss Leonie and I approach on that case briefly?
Hello, this is Chris Norman at Bulldog Bail Bonds. Our office is in Crestview, Florida, but we service 7 Northwest Florida counties. If you ever find yourself in a jam, please give us a call. We're here to help you out.
Congratulations, Crestview's very own Dixie Dan Powell of Powell Injury Law, for your recent jury verdict of $11.5 million for your client from a death and injury against an inflatable amusement company. Recognized in 2017 as one of the top 100 civil trial lawyers.
Thank you.
I have 3 more in custody, Your Honor.
All right. You want to do them?
Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead.
First is going to be State of Florida versus Ariel Bell. Miss Bell.
Yes.
And Judge, we moved her last week to today's docket because Dr. McDonald had prepared a motion, or excuse me, a report based on her competency eval. I believe the state's stipulating some findings in that report. If the court's had the opportunity to review that report today and adopts those findings, I believe it would be appropriate to send an order to the court at this point.
All right, I've reviewed that report. I have it, and if court adopts the report, I will send Ms. Bell to Department of Children and Family Services till competency is restored.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right. He is. The next case would have been State of Florida versus Brandon Butler. That was a case similar to Ms. Fickett's where he's been found incompetent in another jurisdiction. I believe the report's been provided to the court. Has it had an opportunity to review that?
Butler?
Yes, sir.
I don't recall that one.
Okay. Well, maybe that's an error on our end where we didn't get the report.
I would
Has he been found incompetent
He's
somewhere else?
He's been found competent in Baker County.
Competent?
Incompetent.
Why don't we set him for November 30th?
Okay.
October 30th, Your Honor? You mean?
October 30th.
October 30th.
What I meant. October 30th.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. And then my final case will be Philip Lee.
Lee, okay. All right, Philip Lee.
Judge, this is Philip Lee, 20 CF 2658. Last week, the parties announced that we're ready for trial. The court put it on the docket day for the purpose of today. It tentatively had scheduled the trial for the second week in September, I believe it beginning the 18th. Defense is ready.
Your Honor, the state still needs to hear a child hearsay motion on this case prior to the trial. There are no dates available prior to that. I believe we were trying to set it the week of 9/26, but Mr. Keach indicated he was not available that week, so we would need an alternate date for that.
And just, have you filed?
No.
You know?
This till September, what about?
On the 28th.
Prior to that, we'll just have to coordinate with Mr. Keach's office and with Madam Clerk.
October 30th then,
Okay.
thank you.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
That is Mr. Lee?
Yes, sir. 20 CF 2658.
Okay,
And I believe that concludes my business, Your Honor.
all right,
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lee.
You ready on mine? I have, no, I don't have any ad. Well, maybe I do. Ms. Henderson? No, we went ahead and handled Ms. Henderson. Never mind.
Mr. Jackson.
Judge, we have a negotiated plea in this case.
All right. Morning, Mr. Jackson.
I have to
Morning.
just 1 second.
Sure, no problem.
Is this Dino Jackson?
That's correct, Judge.
All right. And this is State of Florida versus Dino Jackson, 23 CF 620. Mr. Jackson, would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for is course of truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
You want to enter a no contest plea to a count 1 organized fraud, less than $20,000, a third-degree felony, and count 2 grand theft, $750 but less than $5,000, a third-degree felony. You want to enter a no contest plea to those 2 charges, correct?
Yes.
Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes, sir.
Anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevents you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir.
Are you happy with the work Mr. Williams has done for you on your case?
Yes.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it, adjudicates you guilty on both counts. Sends you to 45 months state prison on each count concurrent with credit for time served, and that's a suspended sentence. Court gives you 3 years probation. You're to take the anti-theft course, 50 hours community service work, which I'll let you buy out if you want to. Do not go to any Lowe's store in Okaloosa County. Court shall impose restitution, but reserve jurisdiction for the amount for 90 days. $415 court costs, $50 PD application fee, $100 PD fee, $298.15 transportation costs for 3/19/23 transport from Huntsville, Alabama, and $135.49 cost of transportation for June 19th, 2023 transport from Escambia County Jail. I guess those go to the Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office.
Yes, sir, I believe that's where we got
All
the
right.
bill from.
Adjudicated on both counts. Is his probation concurrent with the, it says concurrent, is it concurrent with this suspended?
Concurrent one with the other, and then concurrent with any sentence now serving.
All right, concurrent with each count, probation's concurrent with each count, and with the suspended sentence?
The 2 suspended sentences, 45 months, are concurrent with each other as well.
Concurrent with each other. All right, so basically you got 45 months in prison, but I'm suspending it. okay?
Okay.
So you don't go to prison, you're just on probation. But if you mess up, commit a new crime, or don't do your probation, you could end up back with a sentence of 45 months with credit for time served, okay?
Yes, sir.
So just don't mess up, okay?
I don't plan to.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Might be
Okay,
getting
good luck,
out.
Mr. James.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Where requesting supervision, please be waived.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge, this is Dusty Mobley. We basically reached a plea agreement here. I just need to get him to review the evidence. It's going to take a few days for me to get my investigator out there to do that. If we can pass this date for, or pass this for a plea on a miscellaneous date, I think the state had one in mind.
You want to go September 26th?
That's fine, Your Honor.
That's
Okay.
fine, Judge.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. And Judge, I believe that's all the business that I have.
All right, Mr. Russell.
Judge, this is Charles Russell, Public Defender's Office. This is Daniel Kilburn. Case numbers are 2017 CF 3565 and 21 CF 452. We had set this case for trial, but the state has filed some motions that are set for hearing on the 28th. The child hearsay hearing is actually set, and the state indicates they're filing a Williams rule that they hope to set for the same day. So at this time, it's going to be a joint continuance to October 30th.
All right, what was the gentleman's name?
Daniel Kilburn, number 57 on your docket.
Kilburn?
Yes, sir.
All right, October 30th.
I'll come and see you. Charles Russell, Public Defender's Office. Judge, this is McKelton Lett, number 58 on your docket, 21 at CF 1977. Judge, I think this is a joint motion for a continuance, and the state has agreed to leave their offer open until the next pretrial
All right,
conference time.
October 30th. Mr.
Okay.
Litt, you are almost ready, I think, to get this resolved. So get with, Mr. Russell, get with him and get it, make sure he understands
Yes, sir.
about, I think you want to go to Alabama or something, or he had some issues in Mobile or Alabama, right, Mr. Litt?
Yes, sir.
Get with him and make sure he understands what's really about his deal, okay?
Yes, sir.
I think it can get resolved.
I'll explain it to him.
Thank
I'll
you.
be out to see you. That's all, man. Custody.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Gibbs is talking to other inmates, so if the court wanted to take a break, that would give him a chance to finish.
Mr. Williams, did you have a
I
case?
don't. I just have one individual in my area of the alphabet that is unrepresented. I'm just wondering if we've handled him or not. Otherwise, I'll stick around in case the court appoints us. It's Philip Merritt. He should be 33 on the docket.
Is Mr. Merritt here?
He was here with Mr. Harding.
Okay, so
Let's hear Mr.
he
Harding.
hired Mr. Harding.
He had several cases. I don't know if he hired him on all of them, but he was here with Mr. Harding.
Okay.
Is anyone else out here who is unrepresented? And y'all have public defenders out there? Marty Nopes? Okay, he's probably in another courtroom.
He's in, he had a hearing in Deputyak Springs at 9 a.m., so he said he's going to come right over when he was done.
All right, well, why don't we take we'll take a break to 10:30. Or we'll say 10:35, okay? Right.
Yes, John.
Thank you.
All rise, please.
Congratulations, Crestviews' very own Dixie Dan Powell of Powell Injury Law, for your recent jury verdict of $11.5 million for your client from a death and injury against an inflatable amusement company. Recognized in 2017 as one of the top 100 civil trial lawyers in the state of Florida, and Dixie is AV preeminent rated. Dixie Dan Powell works tirelessly for his clients, as is evident by this extraordinary verdict. If you're taking your case to trial, be prepared. Contact Dixie Dan Powell and Powell Injury Law, 850-306-2667.
Back Home Bakery Cafe is 2 blocks from the courthouse on Crestview historic Main Street. We serve handmade pastries, espresso, and lunch items, and we're open Tuesday to Saturday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., serving lunch from 11 to 2. We hope to see you soon.
Hello, I am Bonnie from Body Be Healthy here in Crestview. We have been serving the area since 1999. We're an alternative health food store. If you're interested in bettering your health, we'd like to invite you to stop by. We're located in Court Plaza. Stop by and let us help you be healthy.
I'm Amanda Gaskin with Briar Patch Realty. Helping qualified heroes save money is my passion. When I help a hero buy or sell a home, they receive a check from Homes for Heroes. Check out amandasheroes.com for more information.
For more than 70 years, the sweet aroma of the Crestview Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs has permeated the downtown area. If you have not experienced the unique flavor of Crestview's Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs, then I encourage you to join us for lunch. Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m., Friday from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m., and Saturday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. We're located in historic downtown Crestview at 107 North Main Street. Call 850-683-1045.
CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer since 1999. We're state licensed and insured, family owned and operated with 24 years of local service. We specialize in shingles and metal, re-roofs, repairs, and leak specialists. For all of your roofing needs, call us today or visit our website at cqroofing.com. CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer.
Dave's Tire Pros makes buying tires simpler. They offer a straightforward approach to tire and auto service that includes nationwide warranties, a hassle-free experience, and a great selection of Michelin tires. No matter what you drive or where you have driven, Michelin has a tire to fit any need. Visit our store in Crestview or online at davetirepros.com. Tire Pros love the drive.
Hey, I'm David at Family Vision of Crestview. We've been providing excellent optical service for Northwest Florida for over 34 years. Come in and let us take care of you.
Bad Boy's Juicy Beef and Tasty Bird is located at 482 North Wilston Street in historic downtown Crestview, just 1 block from the courthouse. We open at 10 a.m. with amazing lunch specials until 2 p.m., serving incredible burgers, wings, sandwiches, and appetizers. Join us for happy hour Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Hope to see you soon.
out the soaps, bath bombs, and other bath and body products, all made by hand with natural ingredients at Hub City Soapery. Visit us at 1092 North Verdon Boulevard in Crestview or shop online at hubcitysoapery.com. Hub City Soapery.
This is Tiffany Woodham, State Farm's newest agent in Crestview. I'd like to personally invite you to stop by my office for a no-cost policy review. Let me help you start saving today. Call in, walk in, or click in at yourcrestview.agent.com.
Alex Barthay from the UPS store once again, and I wanted to let you know about our Sunday hours. We're open now 7 days a week. Normal hours that you've been expecting, but now we're open Saturday 10 to 4, Sunday 10 to 3, and it's both our Crestview, Fort Walton Beach, and Eglin Air Force Base locations. So you have things to do, go and do it. Just know the UPS store is going to be here. Again, Sundays 10 until 3 p.m.
The Cottage Formalwear, located at 648 North Wilson Street, has all your needs for looking your best. We have homecoming, prom, and pageant dresses. We have tux rental suits, vests, ties. Need something casual? We have that too. Shop Hometown First and visit us on Facebook at the Cottage Boutique and Formalwear. We're located at 648 North Wilson Street. Call 850-682-2446.
Hi, I'm Wanda Roberts. For the last 20 years, I've been helping the residents of Northwest Florida buy and sell their properties. My office is just 1 block south of the courthouse in historic downtown Crestview. Give us a call at 850-398-5389.
Hi, I'm Michael Gilbert, defense attorney with Warrior Law. I represent those accused in Santa Rosa, Okaloosa, and Walton County. If you or anyone you know has been accused of a crime, give us a call. We can help.
Hello, this is Chris Norman at Bulldog Bail Bonds. Our office is in Crestview, Florida, but we service 7 Northwest Florida counties. If you ever find yourself in a jam, please give us a call. We're here to help you out.
Congratulations, Crestview's very own Dixie Dan Powell of Powell Injury Law, for your recent jury verdict of $11.5 million for your client from a death and injury against an inflatable amusement company. Recognized in 2017 as one of the top 100 civil trial lawyers in the state of Florida, and Dixie is AV Preeminent rated. Dixie Dan Powell works tirelessly for his clients, as is evident by this extraordinary verdict. If you're taking your case to trial, be prepared. Contact Dixie Dan Powell and Powell Injury Law, 850-306-2667.
Back Home Bakery Cafe is 2 blocks from the courthouse on Crestview's historic Main Street. We serve handmade pastries, espresso, and lunch items, and we're open Tuesday to Saturday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., serving lunch from 11 to 2. We hope to see you soon.
Hello, I am Bonnie from Body Be Healthy here in Crestview. We have been serving the area since 1999. We're an alternative health food store. If you're interested in bettering your health, we'd like to invite you to stop by. We're located in Court Plaza. Stop by and let us help you be healthy.
I'm Amanda Gaskin with Briarpatch Realty. Helping qualified heroes save money is my passion. When I help a hero buy or sell a home, they receive a check from Homes for Heroes. Check out amandasheroes.com for more information.
For more than 70 years, the sweet aroma of the Crestview's Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs has permeated the downtown area. If you have not experienced the unique flavor of Crestview's Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs, then I encourage you to join us for lunch. Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m., Friday from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m., and Saturday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. We're located in historic downtown Crestview at 107 North Main Street. Call 850-683-1045.
CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer since 1999. We're state licensed and insured, family owned and operated with 24 years of local service. We specialize in shingles and metal, re-roofs, repairs, and leak specialists. For all of your roofing needs, call us today or visit our website at cqroofing.com. CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer.
Dave's Tire Pros makes buying tires simpler. They offer a straightforward approach to tire and auto service that includes nationwide warranties, a hassle-free experience, and a great selection of Michelin tires. No matter what you drive or where you have driven, Michelin has a tire to fit any need. Visit our store in Crestview or online at daystirepros.com. Tire Pros love the drive.
Hey, I'm David at Family Vision of Crestview. We've been providing excellent optical service for Northwest Florida for over 34 years. Come in and let us take care of you.
Bad Boy's Juicy Beef and Tasty Bird is located at 482 North Wilston Street in historic downtown Crestview, just 1 block from the courthouse. We open at 10 a.m. with amazing lunch specials until 2 p.m., serving incredible burgers, wings, sandwiches, and appetizers. Join us for happy hour Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Hope to see you soon.
Check out the soaps, bath bombs, and other bath and body products, all made by hand with natural ingredients at Hub City Soapery. Visit us at 1092 North Verdon Boulevard in Crestview or shop online at hubcitysoapery.com. Hub City Soapery.
This is Tiffany Woodham, State Farm's newest agent in Crestview. I'd like to personally invite you to stop by my office for a no-cost policy review. Let me help you start saving today. Call in, walk in, or click in at yourcrestviewagent.com.
Alex Barthay from the UPS store once again, and I wanted to let you know about our Sunday hours. We're open now 7 days a week. Normal hours that you've been expecting, but now we're open Saturday 10 to 4, Sunday 10 to 3, and it's both our Crestview, Fort Walton Beach, and Eglin Air Force Base locations. So you have things to do, go and do it. Just know the UPS store is going to be here. Again, Sundays 10 until 3 p.m.
The Cottage Formalwear, located at 648 North Wilson Street, has all your needs for looking your best. We have homecoming, prom, and pageant dresses. We have tux rental suits, vests, ties. Need something casual? We have that too. Shop Hometown First and visit us on Facebook at the Cottage Boutique and Formalwear. We're located at 648 North Wilson Street. Call 850-682-2446.
Any out of custody?
No, sir. All
Mr.
mine are done, Judge.
Mr. Nopes?
Judge Okaloosa, 10 p.m. No, 10 a.m.
Over here, okay.
Say it one more time. Yeah, well.
I'm ready on that.
Mr. Gibbs, let's go ahead and take you.
Thank you, Judge.
I didn't see her. I didn't see her at all.
Dino is handling other matters.
Hey, the only thing, oh, you know, you wrote no contact. What about the other two? Guidelines? Yeah, but 12-1 is like if you didn't do anything.
I'm sorry. Can I get written, please? Oh, we're still waiting on them. Okay, I thought somebody had come out. That's fine.
Who's the Carmichael?
Do we need score sheets on them? I think we do on Carmichael. Yeah, we need on both.
Oh, because he was on probation, that availability rate.
This is Your Honor, Tim Gibbs on behalf of Richard of Benahar, 23 CF 1544, 22 CF 2903, 23 CF 146. Judge, we're about this close to resolving it. I'd like to put him on Thursday.
September 7th. Thank you, sir.
see what we can do. Your Honor, Tim Gibbs on behalf of Rashad Armstrong. This is 22 CF 2107, 22 CF 2138, 23 CF 1291. Judge, we're also about this close to resolving Mr. Armstrong's cases. I'd like to set him for Thursday.
September 7th.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
That's okay. We're getting very close as we try to resolve cases as well as getting close to trials, Judge. We're trying to wrap up what we can.
Mr. Brewer.
Judge Tim Gibbs on behalf of Brandon Brewer. This is 23 CF 1612, 23 CF 1223. Also very close on Mr. Brewer's. Would like to set
September
up
7th.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that's Thursday. This coming Thursday is 2 days. We're gonna get it wrapped up by then. Thursday, no, Thursday, this Tuesday, this Thursday, 2 days. We're gonna talk more about that.
You'll be here to see me tomorrow?
I'll see you tomorrow, yes, sir.
Jack Barr.
Your Honor, Tim Gibbs on behalf of Mr. Jack Barr, 23 CF 1016, 22 CF 1851. Judge, we're asking for continuance on Mr. Barr's case to next cycle.
No objection.
October 30th. Thank you, sir.
You all right? Your Honor, Tim Gibbs on behalf of Hunter Carmichael. This is 23 CF 585. Judge, we have reached an agreement, if I may approach.
All right.
Actually, I need him to sign it, Judge. I'm sorry.
Do you have the score sheet, Mr. Gibbs?
I do not.
Okay.
I was so excited to get it resolved, Judge, I just had to get up there. So, like we talked about. You want to? Come to my office after you get out. Today's date. Now that he's signed it, Judge, if I may approach. Score sheet is included, Judge. I have no objection to that score sheet. This does represent a downward departure for a legitimate uncoerced plea bargain.
All right, this is 23 CF 585, State of Florida versus Hunter Carmichael. You're Hunter Carmichael.
Yes, sir.
Would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for this court is the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
You want to enter a no contest plea to count 1, a second-degree felony shooting at an occupied vehicle. Count 2, aggravated assault with deadly weapon, a third-degree felony. Count 1 was a second-degree felony. Count 3, discharge of firearm, a first-degree misdemeanor. Possession of firearm by delinquent, constructive, a second-degree felony. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Form you just signed?
Yes,
Do
sir.
you understand the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you or threatened you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir.
Are you happy with the work Mr. Gibbs has done for you on your case?
Yes, sir.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. It's a negotiated uncoerced plea bargain between the defense and the state. On count 1, on count 3, you're adjudicated and sentenced to time served. On count 1, 2, and 4, you're sentenced to 2 years community control, followed by 3 years probation. Adjudicated adjudicated guilty. $100 cost of prosecution, standard court costs, $150 PD fee, take an anger management course, relinquish all firearms, no contact with Michael Whitehead, and 50 hours community service work, which I'll let you buy out. And that is all a concurrent sentence with each other.
We request to waive cost of supervision, Judge.
Waive cost of supervision.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right, just give me Your Honor, Tim Gibbs on behalf of Stephen Creech, 21 CF 2333, 21 CF 2680, 23 CF 87. Judge, I believe we are set for trial and we are still ready for trial on at least 21 CF 2680. That's the failure to register case. I don't know what the calendar looks like for the next couple of weeks. I'm good with either week, Judge. Though I do have.
It would have to be the second week.
Okay. I do have.
All right, Mr. Creech, September 18th.
We probably could do a pick and go that day if we're doing the failure to register, because I know I have depositions scheduled for the 19th at this time with Ms. Berrickman, so that would probably be the only day I'm not available. But if we can do a pick and go on the 18th, we should be able to make that happen.
What we'll do.
Yeah, the only thing, Your Honor, I was waiting for Miss Gooden because I do have a trial the second week with her. That may take 2 days. So
If she shows up and that still goes to trial, we can bring Mr. Creech back and reschedule if necessary. Again, I'm available that whole time except for the 19th.
Could we come back on Thursday, the 7th?
We'll pick a jury Monday and come back Thursday. How about that? Or Friday if it's a one-day trial.
Or Ms. Gooden and I, if Ms. Gooden's going the second week as well.
It's to go the second
We can both
week.
pick our juries that Monday
Yeah,
and
that's what we're
then
gonna
reset it for a different day.
Okay, that's fine, Your
We'll
Honor.
both pick the juries Monday, then we'll get Mr. Creech Thursday or Friday, whatever.
That works.
That works for me, Judge.
Okay, so he's going to have a one-day trial?
It'd be half a day ultimately, Judge, excluding jury selection.
Well, yeah,
That's
and we'll
one
discuss
day.
if you stipulate to certain things, like the
Yeah.
sex offender. Yeah, so it'd be fast. Yes, Your Honor.
It's
All
just
right.
that,
Thank you. If you get it worked out, let me know. Thank you.
Your Honor, Tim Gibbs on behalf of Cody Farrell, 23 CF 1084, 22 CF 2036. If I could just have just one moment.
Where's Miss Gooden at?
I don't know, Your Honor, I haven't received any communication
What
from
case
her.
does she have?
With me, she has Cozier with a K, 21 CF 2033.
She also has one with me, Your Honor.
Which one does she have with you?
Your Honor, the last name is Powell.
Powell, Cozier, and Powell?
Yes, sir. If you need a case number, I have that as well.
I got it.
It's 21-1979.
You want to know why she's not here?
The state does not, Your Honor.
Probably get some deposition time.
She's always been to court. I mean. All right,
Your Honor, on
Miss-
I'm sorry, Your
Go
Honor, on
ahead.
Mr. Farrell, we'd ask for a continuance to next trial cycle.
No objection.
October 30th. Thank you, sir.
I'm gonna get some depositions. Your Honor, Tim Gibbs on behalf of Billy Grace. This is 22 CF 304, 23 CF 1048. We have a ratio agreement. I would just need to have him sign his written plea, Judge.
All right. Is Mr. Powell here? Powell, P-A-L?
Oh. Sorry, your Paul guy is incarcerated or out of custody? My Paul.
sorry, Mr. Powell, I thought you said Powell.
Yeah, yeah.
Mr. Powell is not incarcerated, Your Honor. I do not know if she has a waiver on file for Mr. Powell. He has been present previously, but he does not live in the local area.
Well, I'm kind of inclined to continue Cozier and Powell, if that's,
No, Your Honor.
I mean, where's Miss Gooden then?
Would the court wish to address this on the 7th? We still have court that morning. If we don't want to lose track of the cases. I think she actually had announced them both for trial.
All right, so if that's what you want to do. Just need you to sign right here for me, please.
If she'll let me.
Yeah, that's going to be up to her. That's going to be up to her.
Can one of y'all text her or call her?
I don't have her number, sir. I can email her. I mean, that might-
Let me see.
You're going to meet with them right now. And then they're going to tell you when you get out of jail today, you need to go to their office. I mean, you can send it later, that's fine. I wouldn't have an objection to it.
I will send
Since
it.
we've got this deal. Today's date, September 5th. If I may approach, Your Honor.
All right. This is State of Florida versus Billy Grace, 22 CF 304, 23 CF 1048. You're Billy Grace?
Yes, sir, I am.
Would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for is course of truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
You want to enter a admission to violation of probation and lead to a misdemeanor, lesser included offense of battery. And that is 23 CF 1048. So you want to admit that you violated probation and enter a plea of no contest to a misdemeanor battery, correct?
You want to enter the plea that we talked about, that we just went over?
Yes.
Okay. Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
I signed it myself, yes, sir.
Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea? Your rights that you're waiving by entering this plea, this no contest plea?
Otherwise, we could go to a trial if you didn't want to plea. You understand you're waiving your right to go to a trial and make the state prove the charges against you.
I'm aware of it, yeah.
Okay. Has anyone forced you or threatened you to enter this admission and plea?
I can't understand them.
Has anybody threatened you or forced you or coerced you?
No, sir. No, sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir.
Are you happy with the work Mr. Gibbs has done for you on your case? You happy with the work Mr. Gibbs, your attorney, has done for you on your case?
Yes, I'm thankful for what he done for me.
Okay, thank you. Court finds the admission and no contest plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. On 22 CF 304, court withholds adjudication. Going to revoke and terminate probation, sentence you to a new term of 12 months probation, complete original requirements, modify anger management to batter's intervention program, add $100 VOP fee and $150 PD fee. And 23 CF 1048, the misdemeanor, court is going to adjudicate you, sentence you to 11 months, 29 days probation concurrent, $50 cost of prosecution, standard court costs, $50 PD fee, batter's intervention program, which I guess he can do one for both. No violent contact with Adriana Robinson.
No violent contact, Judge.
No violent contact.
Thank you, Judge.
No violent contact with Adriana Robinson.
Yes.
Thank you.
Do you have a score sheet, Judge, if I may approach?
All right.
Without objection.
Praise God.
And Your Honor, previously his cost of supervision was waived.
Yes, I'll waive cost of supervision.
Thank you. I believe that's all of my inmates, Judge. think that's all of my comments.
Mr. Nopes? Yeah.
Judge, I guess the first one I've got is Louis Austie. He's an inmate. Judge, to begin with, Mr. Austie's case, 2020 CF 2783. Judge, on the record, we need to announce that Mr. Austie is now competent to proceed. He had been sent to the state hospital.
Okay.
So, and then I will submit an order to you later today.
All right,
That
thank
finds that, and then we've agreed to continue this. And my client, from meeting with him yesterday, has suggested that he might possibly want to go to trial next time around. I told the state, let me talk to him again this coming weekend, and then we'll see where we're at. But if we just put it on for pretrial on October 30th.
October 30th. Thank you, sir.
See this weekend. Judge, then I have out of custody Mr. Blotta, Chad Blotta. Judge, we've agreed to put this on. We believe we've got it resolved. If we could put it on for this Thursday, September 7th, for a plea.
All right, September 7th, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Tied up till after 5. Okay. Judge, I then have Afree Collis, C-O-L-L-I-S. Judge, if the state and I may approach.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Wanda Roberts. For the last 20 years, I've been helping the residents of Northwest Florida buy and sell their properties. My office is just 1 block south of the courthouse in historic downtown Crestview. Give us a call at 850-398-5389.
Hi, I'm Michael Gilbert, defense attorney with Warrior Law. I represent those accused in Santa Rosa, Okaloosa, and Walton County. If you or anyone you know has been accused of a crime, give us a call. We can help.
Hello, this is Chris Norman at Bulldog Bail Bonds. Our office is in Crestview, Florida, but we service 7 Northwest Florida counties. If you ever find yourself in a jam, please give us a call. We're here to help you out.
Pretrial conference, Judge.
Yeah. What's his name?
Afree Benjamin Collis, 23 CF
Okay.
607.
All right.
Judge, the next case I have is Andre Copeland. Judge, he's present. Judge. So Dr. Harper is getting me a report. She had a death in the family, so that changed the schedule, but it's in the process of coming out of the pipeline. If we could put it on October 30th.
All right. October 30th, sir. Thank you.
Judge, the next case I have is Ernest Tom Goodman. Judge, in meeting, he's got 2 VOPs in a new case, I believe. In meeting with him yesterday, he brought to my attention Amber Barrow is one of the people that is involved in his case. I looked back and I had represented her 2 or 3 years ago. So I filed last night a motion to withdraw and submitted an order to the court. I believe I have a conflict.
All right. I will set it for October 30th, and then he'll get, who's the next name on the list? We'll get another private attorney, okay? We gotta look it up. All right, you'll get Mr. Nettle. He's a very experienced criminal defense attorney.
Stephen Niddle.
Nettle. He'll come see you. Okay, thank you. Send me an order, please, Mr. Nopes.
Judge, I did send a proposed order last night, but I didn't put in Mr. Niddle. I can send another order if you'd like.
Would you please?
I will. Judge, then I've got Dylan Grantham.
Grantham?
He was here last time. I don't know.
What's he charged with?
It was,
False imprisonment and domestic violence battery.
it's my understanding that the state, have you heard from the victim? Because I was told by Mr. Grantham's father that he thought she wanted to drop charges.
I don't have that kind of communication in my records. I can follow up with the victim for sure. I just don't have that.
Why don't we set him for September 7th, too soon this Thursday, or?
Well, my issue, Your Honor, is that he's not here. He was supposed to be here, so I don't know if he's going to receive notice to come on.
I'll step out as soon as I finish what I've got, and I'll step out and call and see if I can find him. But I can find him and tell him to be here September 7th. His dad, his dad will answer my phone call.
What do you want, Capias?
No, well, let's set it for the 7th. If he doesn't show up, then I will ask
All right,
for that.
that's what I was suggesting, September 7th. And if he doesn't show up, I'm thinking he probably thinks, well, the charges are going to be dismissed. I don't have to, But he needs to come to court or he's going to be in jail. September 7th.
I will convey that, Judge. Thank you. Judge Aaron Matthew Jefferson. Judge, this is a case that I want to file a motion to have him evaluated. I'm struggling with the Justice Administration Commission to get that indigent for cost set up. I've been checking the last few days. I don't know what I'm going to do other than Brad Stewart had offered. I'm going to take him up on that, or I'm going to call and get somebody from Tallahassee to call me back. But they don't have anything that I've already filed on his case listed in the documents in their system. So I'm doing something wrong. I'm not blaming them. I'm just saying I got to have him evaluated, and just like on the other case, Mr. Collis, I've got to go get their approval to be allowed to pay Dr. Harper or anybody.
All right, I understand. So is it, you want to put Mr. Jefferson on October 30th?
Yes, sir.
October 30th, Mr. Jefferson. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, get with Mr. Nopes. He's trying to get some financial assistance for your case, okay?
Yes, sir, yeah.
And sometimes it's difficult with these agencies. I've dealt with them myself, I know. Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
October
Judge.
30th.
Yes, sir, yeah, Judge.
See me. Judge, then there's Shailene Matthews. She's incarcerated. Judge, the state's going to email me in particular the absolute offer. It's a capital case. They had offered to take the capital case off of the table, but they've got to
Y'all
get.
want October 30th?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, and if we can get it before that. we'd
It
like to
moved
move
up. Thank you. Thank you.
Judge, then I've got Cord McCraney. Let's continue him. He's made an offer. Judge, we're going to continue him, and I met with him yesterday, and he's got a counter offer that he wants me to convey to the state, so I'll do that, and if we get it settled, we'll get him in early.
Okay, October 30th, if you get it resolved, bring him on back. Thank you.
Andrew McDonald.
Mr. Notes, I may have messed up and missed McDonald.
I'm sorry?
I don't think McDonald is here.
Okay. I was just going to ask to continue it because I met with him yesterday. He's also got a new case that Mr.
October 30th.
Judge, then I've got Jared Riley. Judge, I had given some information to the state on Mr. Riley. They did some checking, and based on what they're telling me today, what I presented to them and what have you has not swayed their decision of whether or not to prosecute. So we already have depositions scheduled, coordinated through Bo Powell's office, who represents a co-defendant. I don't remember when they're set for, but they're sometime either this month or next month, I believe. So I was just going to ask to continue it, but the state, just so that Mr. Riley understands, they're not swayed by the information I gave.
That's correct, Your Honor. We're standing by the fact that we need to proceed to prosecution on this. Our deposition set, though, prior to the next cycle, so a single continuance should do it.
October 30th. Thank you, sir.
So you can just meet me outside. Amon Robinson. I don't think I've got discovery on him. I looked the other day. You may have seen it. I just, I've been changing paralegal. Judge, I was just going to ask to put this on, continue it on October 30th.
Okay, October 30th. Thank you, sir.
Judge, Brandon Scarborough, the state and I spoke this morning, and I understand with specificity what their offer is, and it doesn't appear that it's going to get any better. So I would ask, and we talked, said at October 30th, I'm going to sit down and talk with Mr. Scarborough and the family, explain to him that we're at that point that we've got to make a decision.
Okay.
And what I'd like to do, Your Honor, is make this the last, so if Mr. Scarborough, if we can't reach an agreement, we'll just prepare it for trial that same cycle.
Okay, October 30th. Thank you, sir.
All right.
And then I've got Mr. Talbot, William Talbot. Judge, there's a bit of work that I need to do on Mr. Talbot's case. I haven't been involved since day one. I know it's an older case, but I've only been involved, I think, at some point this year. I met with him again at the jail, and his story versus what the law enforcement is saying is totally different. So obviously, I'm going to have to set depots.
October 30th.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, sir.
Not budget. Thank you, Judge.
Who do we have? Anybody else? Any public defenders?
I don't have another case, Judge.
Have we heard anything from?
Gentleman here wanted to readdress the case.
Yes, this is Mr. Wagner. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Wagner?
Yes, Your Honor.
What am I doing?
His attorney is Natalie. Sorry.
Your Honor, he got placed on probation just earlier today.
That was my case, Your Honor, with Mr. Cavallini.
Right. And he got to the office and we got to talking about no guns or firearms. And I think that's where he ran into a snag with the probation office over there. And they told him to come back over here. He can tell you why he thinks he needs one, but
We're not going to talk about that without his attorney. You need to call your attorney and file a motion, whatever motion he feels you need to file.
Okay.
And we'll address it. but you've entered a plea, and part of that plea was no firearms. So at this point, no
Yes, Your
firearms.
Honor. It was about storage of what we have at the house.
Talk to your attorney, he'll get it straightened out.
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, I think where our hiccup's gonna come is his officer is subject to go to his house before him and Mr. Kalanick get it figured out. And if we determine there's a firearm there, he's subject to a warrantless arrest. And I don't want that to happen to him.
Right now, you are not to have any firearms in your possession, constructively or in your possession, so.
So what does constructively mean? If there's a safe in my house, if I don't have the password to that safe,
That's something your attorney's going to have to argue.
like, Your Honor, there's like 40 firearms in our house, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do with all these. I have no family in the state.
What you need to do is call your attorney, tell him what's going on, because I can't hear your case while you still have your attorney. Apparently, there's some.
Yeah, I mean, because I don't want to get in trouble, Your Honor. I'm trying to do the right thing here and make sure I'm complying with terms of probation. There's just we shoot competitively. We reload all of our own.
But you can't do that.
I understand that, Your Honor, but I'm saying there's a lot of firearms, ammunition in my house. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with all this stuff. There's nowhere I can store it. It's entirely too much for me to send a friend's house. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here, Your Honor. I'm trying my best to comply with the courts.
I'm trying my best to tell you.
Yes, sir.
You need to get a hold of your attorney and have him get it straightened out.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Until then, you're not to have firearms or ammunition in your possession. You're going to have to give them to some family member or something until you get it straightened out.
I have no family, Your Honor. I don't.
Well,
that's what.
You'll have to maybe call a friend or somebody to come get them and hold them till it gets straightened out. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Contact Mr. Catalina. He'll get it straightened out for you. Otherwise, whatever, I can't really change anything without your attorney
No,
filing a
I
motion.
understand it. When could we get back in to see you, Your Honor?
He'll tell you. Mr. Catalina can file a motion, set a hearing. Till then, you need to get somebody to get those guns, some friend or somebody,
Oh, okay, Your Honor.
okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
And ammunition, too, I think.
Correct.
And ammunition.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Maybe Mr. Catalina can take possession of it.
I wouldn't know, Your Honor.
I don't know. You don't trust him?
What did he just say? What are you telling me? What did he just say? What did he say?
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I understand that, sir. Thank you.
Mr. Gibbs?
No other cases, Judge.
What about, anyone heard from Ms. Gooden?
I have not heard back, Your Honor. I did email her, but that's about the best I can do.
Okay, that involves Cozier and Powell, P-A-L. I think what we'll do is, see, I got to figure out what to do with jurors, We'll set them for September, this Thursday, those two cases. Let's find out why she's not here.
If we could do that at 9 o'clock, Your Honor, please, in the morning.
That will we have them anyway? At
We have
9?
other cases in the morning anyway at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
But if we could just do it in the
9
morning, I'm
o'clock?
asking.
We'll set her two cases at 9 o'clock and ask her why she's not here.
That's fine, Your Honor, for us.
So we got two cases, apparently for trial right now, Mr. Creech and Mr. Gabriel.
Yes, Your Honor.
September 18th for Creech and September 11th, Mr. Gabriel, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
If we have to, we can go with Kosher and Powell. We can go those two cases September 11th or September 18th, whichever one.
Kosher would have to be the 18th.
Kosher the
because of-
18th? Okay.
Yes,
Well, we won't set it, we'll just see what happens on September 7th.
that's fine. And I will contact Ms. Gooden by email.
Anything else we got going this morning we need to talk about?
Not that I have, Judge.
No,
Okay.
no, Your Honor.
All right, thank you all.
Thank
you,
you.
Judge.